The World Series is heating up with a pivotal Game 5 going tonight at Dodger Stadium. We've got college football action and NBA picks on deck. Let's lock in. This is the Game Day Grind. What's up, sports fans? My name is Chris. Welcome back to Game Day Wagers, and thank you for watching today's episode of the Game Day Grind. Today is Wednesday, October 29th, and in today's video, we're going to be breaking down Game 5, a pivotal game in the World Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and Los Angeles Dodgers. Last night, the Toronto Blue Jays ran away to a 6-2 win to even the series, and we've got a pitching rematch from Game 1 with Trey Savage taking on Blake Snell. I've got two plays coming your way in Game 5 of the World Series, as well as some NBA picks and college football action. A little bit of a recap from yesterday, though, with our best bets. We did go 4-3 for plus 0.48 units. It's not a lot, but we're in the black, and we're continuing to deliver on our promise of turning a profit for you guys on a daily basis and week over week. I'm excited about today's action, but before we get into the picks, if you guys haven't already taken a second to like the video, please go ahead and do so now if you guys are enjoying the content. If you guys are new around here, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are pushing 2,700 subscribers, and I hope to get there very, very soon. Now, without further ado, here are tonight's 7 best bets, starting in the World Series, Game 5. To kick things off, we're talking about tonight's Game 5 of the World Series, a pivotal and crucial game for the Toronto Blue Jays and Los Angeles Dodgers. Look, the Toronto Blue Jays simply will not go down without a fight. They could have easily rolled over in Game 4 after that 18-inning marathon loss in Game 3, but instead they bounced back. They tagged Ohtani for 4 runs, and they got another solid bullpen effort in Game 4. Now we've got a pivotal Game 5 and a pitching rematch between Trey Savage and Blake Snell. In Game 1, we hit the Jays plus 1.5 and Snell under 6.5 strikeouts, both cashed. I'm dialed into the series, and I'm going right back to the well with that one. But we're going to take it a step further. We're going to go Jays moneyline plus 170 and Snell strikeouts under 6.5 at minus 117. Look, Toronto has proven they can battle back against anyone, any starting pitcher, any bullpen reliever that the Dodgers can throw their way. And I believe Dave Roberts is actually starting to shit his pants because I do not think he can win this series. He's running out of bullpen arms, and I do believe the Jays get to Snell once again. If Snell can't deliver for the Dodgers tonight, the World Series may very well be heading back north of the border. If you look at Snell's strikeout props, he finished Game 1 with just 4 Ks and 3 walks. I've said it all series, the Jays are a patient team at the plate. They take their walks, and they won't chase on many pitches out of the zone, something Snell strives on. Let's have a night on the diamond. Let's cash with a big Jays ticket on the moneyline plus 170 and Blake Snell to go under 6.5 strikeouts at minus 117. From the Fall Classic, we're going to go to the College Gridiron. We're talking Conference USA action on a Wednesday night. The first play we have for you is Jacksonville State minus 5.5 points, minus 108 over Middle Tennessee. Look, they say style makes the fight, and this is one of those games where we've got an excellent run team versus a team that wants to air it out. The only problem for Middle Tennessee is they aren't very good at throwing the ball or scoring points, which is why we are laying the points with the Gamecocks at minus 5.5. Jacksonville State boasts the nation's 3rd best rushing attack, churning out 276 yards per game. They are north of 30 points per game as well, and I think that offense will be the difference in this contest. We can trust the Gamecocks offense to deliver, and we can also trust the Blue Raiders defense to struggle to get off the field on 3rd down. I'm honestly shocked this line is not closer to a touchdown or 7.5, so I'm going to take the cheapest price here on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks as road favorites. Give me Jacksonville State minus 5.5 points, minus 108. Next up, we're talking Florida International University taking on Missouri State. We're going to grab the points here with the Panthers plus 4.5 points at minus 112. Look, I know I've been ripping on FIU over the last few weeks or so, but this is a great opportunity for them to keep this game close and possibly find the win column. I know they were gashed for 45 points last week versus Kennesaw State, but that's a really good football team, and what I like about this Panthers side is their fight and their ability to put up points of their own. They've now scored 51 points across their last 2 games, and the offense should be able to move the ball on this Missouri State team, one that gives up 380 yards per contest and 28 points to boot. If you look at the results for the Bears, you will see 2 wins on the trot, but they were outplayed by a 1-6 Middle Tennessee side, only needing a last-second field goal to secure the win. Missouri State doesn't exactly inspire much confidence on both sides of the football, and since we're getting over a field goal, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to plug my nose, I'm going to take the FIU Panthers plus 4, minus 112. From the gridiron, we're going to the hardwood. It's time for hardwood handles. To kick things off on Wednesday's episode of Hardwood Handles, we are talking Toronto hosting Houston. I'm going to keep this handicap short and sweet for you guys. This game should be a track meet. It's got a total of 233, which is right up there with the highest totals on the board. Both teams are bottom half in terms of defensive rating and are top 10 in terms of points per game. I expect a fast-paced game with both teams going up and down the floor, which is why I'm targeting Emmanuel Quickley's assist market. We're going to play him over 5.5 assists at minus 118. Look, he's gone over this number in 3 of the 4 games so far this season. He's getting plenty of run as the team's number 1 ball handler. The Rockets don't exactly have a good perimeter defense or on-ball defenders, so I expect Quickley to do plenty of damage by driving the lane and finding his open teammates. This is a low number given his projections, so I'm gladly going to take him over 5.5 assists at minus 118. From Toronto, we're going out west. We're talking Utah taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. Look, I know it's early, but the signs of the Utah Jazz being a good team are there. They are the best rebounding team on both ends of the court, and they have a true shooting percentage pushing 60. Lauri Markkanen has been fantastic for them. Keontae George and Walker Kessler are picking up the scoring slack. Can they keep it up for the entire season? That's the question that remains to be seen. But for now, they appear to have something good going, so we're going to take them catching 2.5 points at minus 115. The Trailblazers, they're a weird team, alternating wins and losses over the first 4 games. What I do know about this team is that they defensively are bad. They've given up at least 114 points in 3 of the 4 games. And sure, they beat a depleted Lakers team last time out on Monday, but they gave up 108 points to Austin Reeves and a corpse bench crew. This is their 3rd road game and 3rd game in 4 nights, so this has mail-it-in type game written all over it. Give me the Utah Jazz to stay hot on their home court, plus 2.5 points, minus 115. And finally, we're talking Denver hosting New Orleans. Look, there's not a lot to like about this Pelicans side right now. This is a roster that simply cannot compete, and through 3 games, it's showing why. They are among the worst teams statistically across the board in all offensive categories, and defensively, they are no better, sitting 28th in defensive rating at 122.1. This is a bad team, and it should come as no surprise to see them catching 12.5 points versus the Nuggets, a number I'm not hesitating to lay. 12.5, 15.5. I think the Nuggets are going to win this game by 20 plus. They're averaging a shade north of 130 points per game on almost 53% shooting. If not for some Steph Curry heroics in the opening game, they'd be 3-0 right now. They brushed aside 2 pretty good teams in their back-to-back wins with Phoenix and Minnesota last time out, and I believe the Pels are going to be a cakewalk. No hesitation from me. Lay the points with the Denver Nuggets, minus 12.5, minus 110. That wraps up Wednesday's edition of the Game Day Grind. Thank you guys so much for watching. To quickly recap our best bets for tonight, we're taking the Jays on the money line, plus 170. We're taking Snell under 6.5 strikeouts. We're taking Jacksonville State, minus 5.5. We're taking Florida International University, plus 4. And on the hardwood, we're taking Emmanuel Quickley over 5.5 assists. The Utah Jazz, plus 2.5 points. And the Denver Nuggets, minus 12.5 points. Let me know in the comments section if you guys agree, disagree, or call me crazy for any particular bet and why. Drop a like if you guys are enjoying the content. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. And if you guys are new around here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the little bell button so you turn on notifications so you don't miss out on anything going forward. We'll catch you all tomorrow, same time, same place, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Game Day Wagers YouTube channel. As always, keep grinding and good luck.